Hello everyone, this is Sir Mel and welcome to another video. Today we are going to learn more about skimming and scanning. Later in this video, I'm going to model to you how to skim and how to scan. Hence, our video format for today. It's not just your typical PowerPoint presentation, but I have here our reading text for this week, Thai Times. So we'll talk about this later, and we're going to apply skimming and scanning using this reading text. Before we move forward, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you'll be notified to my upcoming videos. This is a new school year. I've missed creating videos for my learners. I really hope I'll continue in creating videos. Well, anyways, we'll be using these in our classroom. So, all right. So first, let us define skimming and scanning. Okay, so skimming and scanning are both reading techniques that use rapid eye movement and keywords to move quickly through text for slightly different purposes. So for skimming and scanning, we have different purposes, all right? But both of them, like to remember that both of them are reading techniques, okay? And personally, I'd like to refer to them as rapid reading, okay? With, again, slightly different purposes for skimming and for scanning. So you use your eyes to scan the material rapidly, okay? You don't read everything, okay? That's the key. You don't read everything. You just scan through the materials. And so we have different steps, no, in doing skimming or in using skimming and scanning. Later we'll talk about the steps, no. They are very easy steps. Skimming is reading rapidly in order to get a general overview of the material. So you want to get the big idea of the material, so you want to skim, all right? Now, scanning, on the other hand, is reading rapidly in order to find specific facts. So if you want to search for specific information in the text, you want to scan. All right? So that is the main difference of skimming and scanning. Again, for skimming, you want to get the general overview or what is the material about. For scanning, you want to find or search for a specific information. Okay, for example, an example of a specific information could be a date, right, or name of the character, for example. So those are specific. Now you want to use scanning for that, while skimming tells you what a general information is within a section or about the whole text. Scanning helps you locate a particular fact. It's like a different word for specific information, a particular fact about the reading text you are reading. Use skimming in previewing, okay? Reading before you read. When you preview, you want to skim the material, right? You want to skim the front of the material, the insides of the material. Again, you don't want to read everything. You just go through the material and preview, okay? Or you want to review, okay? Review is reading after you read, okay? So we have preview and then review. Determining the main idea from a long selection you don't wish to read, or when trying to find source material for a research paper. Now, when you have a material that's very long, now you don't want to read everything, so you want first you want to skim the material, okay, if it's worth reading or not. Now, use scanning in research to find particular facts, to study fact-heavy topics, and to answer questions, specific questions requiring factual support. So when you're trying to find answers to specific questions, that is when you want to scan the material. So if you have a question here and you want to answer that question, you want to scan for the answer because that's specific, right? To skim, prepare yourself to move rapidly through the pages. you will not read every word. Again, you don't want to read every word that is on the page. You will pay attention, you only pay attention to the typographical cues. Like, for example, the headings, the title, for example, the headings, boldface, and italic type, indenting, bulleted, and numbered list. All right, so those types of cues on the page. Scan through the page to find like names of the people, places, dates, nouns, and familiar words. But again, you just like your eyes just go through the lines of words, the lines of sentences on the material. You don't want to read everything. Now, generally, you want to follow these steps. I'm going to flash them on the screen. Now, this week, I want you to practice skimming. Now, for example, you have the physical book like this. You just want to scan through the pages, like check out the bold-faced names of the author and the illustrator. And now, when you get to the story itself, you just want to look at the drawings and then the um, first few words of the paragraph of the story. Okay, so my eyes are so the behavior of my eyes is like my eyes would go first to the drawings and then to the first sentence of the paragraph, and then that's it. I'm gonna just breeze through the page like that. Again, the pictures, my eggs slowly now. I'm gonna look at the rat again and these tools. Alright. I'm just skimming through and I'd like to know what this story is about. So I think it's about rats, and their daily life. He lost his job. So who I who who lost his job. And then what when mama comes home from work, so let's see. All right. So I'm just skimming through uh the material. Now, so that's how you scheme. All right. Now you want to find the general idea this of this book, for example. So that's how you do skimming, and then you'll get an idea of. I think this is about like rats and their daily life, and they're like acting like people. They have work, no, and they have their own houses full of tools and all that. So those are like ideas that I got from me skimming through the material. All right, so that's how I want you to do it. When you skim, you try to just breeze through the material and try to pick up those important visual and typographical cues. All right. Okay, now how about scanning? Now, for scanning, what I want you to do first is I want you to have your questions first. For example, we're about to read the selection or this story, and then we have guide questions or comprehension questions. If they are available, you can read them first. You understand? Read the comprehension or guide questions first, so that they will guide you, like guide questions, right? They will guide you in understanding more of the text. And when you have these guide questions and comprehension questions, you can scan for answers in the text. All right. When you scan, again, you just quickly breeze through the material. And then, for example, the question might be who are the characters in the story? Those are specific, right? Those are specific information from the text. Now, what I want to do is I'm just gonna scan through the material and look for names of characters. So Mamang, for example, I see that. Um, so there's no. So I see pictures, no characters. I just need to find who they are. All right, no names of the characters. Uh, um, but again, I'm seeing these characters. I just need to find their names. Who else? Who else? Mamang again. Okay, just gonna breeze through the material. I'm not reading everything. Remember, don't read everything. Okay, just let your eyes go through the text, the letters, the words. So, Mano, I have one new here. Manong, and then Papang, Mamang. All right. So, basically, I think, no, we have here a new one. Tia Gracia. All right. So, basically, um, when we have questions like that, for example, who are the characters in the story, and we want to find the answer from the text. That's how we want to do it. We don't want to read, or for example, we've read it and then we don't want to read it again. We can just scan for questions. For example, another question is specific date. No, then you want to find specific date in your text. No, so that's how you scan. All right, scan for specific information. Okay? Okay, now let's review for a while. Skimming, you want to find the general idea of the text, the general idea, the big picture. All right? Now, for scanning, you want to locate or find or search for specific information or specific facts. Okay? Alright, so I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, please give this a thumbs up and comment down what you've learned in this video, and also comment down topics or lessons in English that you want me to discuss with you, or skills that you would like me to model for you. And this has been Sir Mel, and thank you for watching.